Hey learner, this is Nilesh Borate. Okay, so in this video we will discuss the new topic in a Python, that is the list compression. Okay, so what is the list compression? So it is a unique way of quickly creating a list with Python. So if you find yourself using a for loop along with then dot append to create a list, so list compression are a good alternative. Okay, so they allow us to build out list using a different notation. You can think of it as essentially a one line for loop built inside of bracket. Okay, so before going to example, so we will name this topic. Okay, so going to this drop down box, then markdown. Okay, this is the list comprehension tutorial. Okay, here we'll assign a string to variable. So my string is equal to hello. Okay, then now I want to make a list of every character in this. Okay, so see here, first creating the empty list. So this is my empty list. So by using for loop for letter in my string, okay, and by using append function here letter, okay, see my list is that. Okay, so here I converted a string into a separate characters. Okay, so this is the common way to do this. So this is my empty list. Okay, and by using for loop we can retrieve the one by one character from string to this variable. So first h is going to this letter variable and this is append to this list. Okay, then h is appended to this empty list, means that the h is added to this list. Next iteration e, then e is appended, then my list is that he. Next time HEL, then HELL, then HELLO. Okay, so by using this way all the characters are appended to this list and I converted to this string into the separate character list. Okay, so there is actually a more efficient way to do this in Python, and by efficient I really mean talking up less space in code as far as the actual computations. It's saving the computational time. So if you find this method too confusing, then you can always go back to the for loop. Okay, so see here how to do this. My list is equal to, okay, so in square bracket, okay, see here letter for letter in my string. Okay, then shift enter. See here my list is that HELLO. Okay, so instead of these three lines we can also use by using the one line to convert it to string into separate character. So this is the list comprehension syntax or the list comprehension example. Okay, so it work only by using the single line. Okay, so what actually happening here? So in this comprehension it just take the element for elements in some other iterable object such as the another list, that is the my string. Okay, see here, so this is like a for loop. Okay, so one by one character retrieve from string and it is going to this letter variable, and this letter variable is again return this value to this letter variable. Okay, and this letter is assigned or appended to this my list. Okay, so this is the sequence to the execution. Okay, so see here another example is that my list is equal to x for x in range, and my range is that 0 comma 11. 0 comma 11 means 0 to 10 numbers. Okay, so all these numbers are going to one by one into this x variable, and this x is again returned to same number to this x variable. Okay, and this number is appended to this my list. Okay, see here, my list is that 0 to 10. Okay, similarly, now copy paste this code. Okay, see here. Okay, then here we'll change in some code like x into x. Okay, see here, one by one number retrieve from this range function and going to this x variable. Okay, and this x number is returned to this operation, means that first 0 is going to x, and this x means that the value of x is that the 0. See here, 0 into 0 is appended to this list. Again 1 into 1 appended to this list. Again 2 into 2 4, 3 into 3 9. Okay, see here, my list is that. Okay, so these are the squares of each numbers. Okay, you can also add an if statement into this. See here, my list is equal to x for x in range 0 comma 11, then here if x mod 2 is equal to 0. So my condition is that if number is divisible by 2, means if it is an even number, then this number is returned to this x variable and it is appended to this list. Okay, see here, my list is that 0 2 4 6 8 10. Okay, similarly, again we'll copy paste this code here, then x into x, then square of even numbers. Okay, so like this list comparison technique, by using this single line you can perform the sum operations. Okay, so next program is that we convert the temperature Celsius into Fahrenheit. Okay, see here, Celsius list. So these are the some temperature in Celsius. Okay, so 30, then 34.44. Okay, then this is my empty list Fahrenheit. Okay, so first we will see by using the simple for loop. Okay, so for temp in Celsius. Okay, see here, fh dot append, then here the formula is that, so formula is 9 upon 5. Okay, then into temperature. Okay, so this temperature is the value of this Celsius value. Okay, so by using the Celsius list, so one by one temperature value is assigned to this temp variable. Okay, so this temp means that this Celsius value, okay, plus 32. Okay, then here fh is printed. Okay, see here, fh is equal to, okay, so this is the set we have to convert the temperature in Celsius to Fahrenheit. Okay, so by using this simple technique or the normal technique. Okay, so same program we will convert by using list comparison. Okay, see here, fh is equal to, okay, so this is my list. In this list use the formula. Okay, so formula is that 9 by 5. Okay, then into temperature plus 32. Okay, for temp in Celsius. Okay, so by using this for loop, the 1 by 1 Celsius temperature is retrieving from this list and it is assigned to this temp variable. Okay, and by using some this calculation part, convert it into the Fahrenheit and it is appended to this Fahrenheit list. Okay, see here my answer is that same output come as we saw above. Okay, so this is the alternate way to perform the operation. Okay, so this is the simple technique, but there are the except this assignment there are total 1 2 3 4 lines. Okay, and this 4 lines operation is performed by using this single line. Okay, so that's why this is a critical or the difficult method. Okay, it works in a one line, but it is not an easy method. Okay, so by using some practice you can remember this syntax. Okay, now I am showing you how to use if and else in list compression, but I am myself typically don't do this because it's really hard to read once you come back to it. Okay, because the syntax is different or it is difficult to hard to remember. Okay, see one example is that, so result is equal to x in range 0, 11. Okay, here print the result. So my result is that 0 to 10. Okay, first we will use the simple if statement. If x mod 2 is equal to 0, and see here my output is that 0 2 4 6 8 10. Okay, but if you want to perform some else part or the else condition, then syntax is very different. See here, so I am removing it from here and it is inserted in the front of this syntax, then else or. Okay, see here there is no need to this declaring the x variable. Okay, if x mod 2 equal to 0, here x is inserted here. Okay, so 0 odd 2 odd 4 odd 6 odd 8 odd 10 means the first number is the 0, which is even number, so even number, then 1 is odd, so else part odd printed, then 2 odd 4 odd. Okay, so that's why I have already told you that, so this syntax is very difficult or it is different from the simple if statement. So if you are using the simple if statement, see here, by using simple if, my syntax is that, so this is my syntax by using the simple if, sorry, my list. Okay, so this is my simple if. Okay, so if statement is placed in this position, but by using if else, it is removing this side and it is inserted at the front of this syntax. Okay, so that's why both syntax is different. If you are finding this is the difficult, then use the simple syntax. Okay, so one last note I want to show you, in you can also do the nested loop in the list compression. So first let me show you what I mean by a nested loop. So we haven't actually seen a nested loop yet. Okay, so see first simple example. So see here, my list is equal to, this is the empty list, then for x in 2 4 6. Okay, then for y in 100 200 300. Okay, then here my list dot append x into y. Okay, see here my list is that. Okay, so by using this double for loop, so 2 is multiply all these three numbers. See here, 2 into 100 200, then 2 into 200 400, 2 into 300 600. Okay, similarly 4 is multiplied to all these numbers, so 4 into 100 400, then 800, then 1200. Okay, similarly 6. Okay, so this is the nested for loop. Okay, so same syntax we will see by using the list compression. Okay, see here, my list is equal to, okay, see here, x into y, then for, this is my outer for loop, x in, and these are the numbers 2 4 6. Okay, then second for loop for y in, okay, then 100 200 300. Okay, and this is my list. Okay, see here, same output. Okay, so we can also do by using, declare this to list m1 equal to 246. Okay, then m2 equal to 100 200 300, and here use the variable m1 and here m2. Okay, so this is the syntax error. Okay, so same output. So this is the list compression points. Okay, so we have to see here some advanced concept. So students, test this code on your machine. So if you have any queries, then comment on your query in comment box. Likes and subscribe this channel. See you on next video. Thank you.